here on the Improv Xstreamed YouTube channel, as well as the Geek Battle YouTube channel. Well, I just noticed I've got Slam Jam up here, so I'm gonna have to change that. Let's change it. But now, audience, you may notice my voice sounds really weird. And here's the interesting thing: if you're watching
he has a sore throat.
Hang on, I do. Right, but if you're watching this on the Geek Battle YouTube channel, I'm gonna have a weird voice right now. I'm gonna switch it off in a minute. But if you're hearing this on the Extreme Improv YouTube channel, my voice should sound normal because I'm multi-streaming and they have different audio sources. So mind blowing, mind blowing. I'm going to test this later, but for now I'm going to turn my voice back to normal. Boom. Do I sound normal again, guys?
No, you sound like you're on helium now.
I knew I couldn't trust you guys. I knew I couldn't trust you guys. Right, okay. Well, anyway. I'm sure there'll be some others joining us in a little bit. We may have Tim and Dev join us, maybe some others, maybe, oh shit, it's Nick. We'll see. But we have the cream of the crop here right now. And Cap, you were just saying about what's behind you, Devil May Cry. I'll give the geek fact since you spoke about it just before the start of the show. Devil May Cry, the video game, originally what they were working on was the game that became Devil May Cry was originally going to be Resident Evil 4. Hence why Dante and Leon look exactly the same. But fun fact with...
Really?
Yeah, Capcom, who made Resident Evil. They made Resident Evil, they're like, we're onto something here, we need more stories that fit this style of game. And then they made Dino Crisis.
And this guy, and that guy.
Well, hang on, so they made Dino Crisis, and Dino Crisis 1 is really, really like Resident Evil. Dino Crisis 2 is not really like Resident Evil. Actually, if anything, Dino Crisis 2 is not a million miles away from what Resident Evil 4 became, but that's a bit of a weird time loop of how that happened. But then Dino Crisis 3 was so completely different. And then they made Onimusha, and the first one is really like Resident Evil. And then Onimusha 2 and 3 become less like Resident Evil. And then they made Devil May Cry, and they were like, this isn't like Resident Evil enough, because they were making it as Resident Evil, and then they just made it their own thing. But that's what they do. Haunting Grounds, and I'm sure there's even one or two others. Now, Captivate, tell us who you are, what you've got, and anything that you need to.
Hailing from the land of leopards, elephants, and crocodiles, it's me, Captivate. Since we're on a Devil May Cry train, I'll go on that one. So, I'm going to give you a quick intro about Devil May Cry. So, Dante is the son of Sparta, which is basically a demon, and he's half demon. And he has a brother called Virgil, who's also a half-demon. And they end up killing demons together.
Bear with, guys, bear with. I've got a slight situation where the link hasn't been properly sent through. Oh no, I've got this awful situation where I need to send the link, but I need to make sure it doesn't display on the screen for weirdos to turn up. So if you're watching on the Extreme Improv YouTube channel, just for a moment, I need to like take it off the screen, audience. I need to take it off the screen. I can't even remember how to do this. So let me have a look here. Display capture. No, that's not going to switch it off. Okay. So audience watching on Extreme Improv will now hear us, but not see us. I hope, because I'm going to get the invite link because some people didn't get it. Okay. Now I've copied that. Let's switch this back on. Sorry, guys. Working this out in real time. Dave MC has turned into Cap. Oh wait, I still need to switch it off again. One more time. One more time. It's quicker just to send it this way.
I can share the link on Geek Battle.
Oh, now you say Cap. Right, okay. Getting the link. Boom, there's the link. And yeah, okay, appreciate that, but it should be done now. And we're back in the room. Okay, Cap, what were you telling us? Oh,
what happened?
Hold that thought, because guys, oh shit, it's Nick. Okay, now...
It's early!
I know, I wasn't expecting that interruption so early. Now, Cap, you were telling us stuff. Tell us stuff.
So basically what happened is the demons invade the earth, and then there's a guy called... God, his name is Mungus or something. Mungus. He's the big demon king, and he's about to take over the earth. But then Sparta, the demon general, locks all the demons away because he slept with a girl. He's a human girl, and he gave birth to two sons, which become Dante and Virgil. And Mundus and Virgil, even though they're half demons, are really powerful. In the Devil May Cry universe, the blood is what makes human blood is what gives demons powers. They basically kill it and they make fly box trees and stuff out of it. But if human blood is coursing through your veins, you get more power. That's why Dante and Virgil are more powerful than normal demons. Wake up, Dave. We're all talking about
Okay, Cap, there's a bonus point for you there. Oh shit, it's Nick. Say hello to the people.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good.
I have a geek fact. Oh yeah, Agatha, after all, is freaking awesome.
It is awful, isn't it? Like, I don't know what they were thinking. It's friggin' awful.
Freaking awesome.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Really
It's bullshit. It was terrible. Right, okay, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. I don't think that counts as a geek fact,
We're allowed
though.
to be wrong, David. We're allowed to disagree.
No, of course we are. Of course we are. Right, no,
Hold on. Here's my geek fact. In July of 1993, in the U.S., you have the conundrum of going to see The Lion King, Clerks, Forrest Gump, Shawshank Redemption, and Pulp Fiction on the same weekend.
that sounds epic, but I thought Lion King came out in 1994.
I'm sorry, wrong year, 1994.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
It's better in this one day's talk, guys,
So
where you
shit.
actually name the year correctly.
One weekend, you have Lion King, Shawshank, Pulp Fiction.
Clerks, and hey, I like Clerks.
It's good, but it's no Agatha all along.
Oh no, it really isn't. And Forrest Gump was the last one.
Wow, Forrest Gump. That's insane. No wonder no one watched The Shawshank Redemption. But it turns out that was the best movie.
Guys, this is a quick bit of the segment of Sword Deep Stroke where Nick and I talk about cartoons, and we agreed a lot. Yes, that happened.
Oh, wow. Okay, good. Dave, say hello to the people.
We agree on something? I refuse to admit that.
Dave.
Oh, hello to the people. I'm Dave MC here in Paris, France, and I have two geek facts. The first geek fact is one of my favourite Western games is Red Dead Revolver, the actual precursor game to Red Dead Redemption. It was the game that came before it was on PS2. And even though Red Dead Redemption is technically Red Dead Redemption, the first one, is kind of a sequel to Red Dead Revolver, it's actually not a sequel. They've actually claimed that the world of Red Dead Revolver does not exist in the world of Red Dead Redemption, even though Uncle, in the second game, he talks about Red Hollow, who was the protagonist of the first game. It's actually spoken of as a legend or as a story, but they don't take place in the same world as each other. And my second geek fact is you never argue with the host. That's how you get points taken away.
No. Guys, look, this is a democracy. We'll have discussion. We'll have debate. You know, it just somehow... Look, Agatha all along, we're definitely going to get to it for those of you who have seen it. For those of you who haven't, don't bother. Right, Dev, you are here. Say hello to the people.
Hello. Hello, people.
You have a geek
I'm Dev.
fact.
Nice to meet you. My geek fact of the week is DC purposefully released the Penguin on the same week as Agatha all along to try and drag viewers away from Agatha.
Oh my god, I've watched Agatha and I haven't remembered to watch Penguin. Jesus.
Who's gonna watch the Penguin? Who cares?
I watch them every week. I watch them at the aquarium that's just down the road from me.
Okay, but that's fascinating.
Wrong kind of penguins?
I definitely believe it, Dev. Dev, have you seen Penguin?
Yes.
Oh my god, you've always seen... Dev is always ahead of the game here. He is like our inside man on this stuff. So, has anyone else seen Penguin?
I tried to watch it, but it wasn't as good as Agatha.
Oh,
I have no interest of seeing a Penguin Man. I mean, he's the least interesting villain in the
I
whole
thought
Batman.
you were a DC person.
What? You've got no interest in Penguin? Did you like the Batman?
I like the Batman, and he's the least favorite villain in the Batman. He's just a guy who wants to get rich. That's the whole story of it.
What do you think Lex Luthor is? He's just a guy that wants to get rich.
No, Lex Luthor is fascinating. He's not.
How? He's literally professionally pissed that an alien is saving people. That's it.
Yeah, that's the. He has a huge.
He's like every other American in this country.
That is not only like that is so deep that a puddle makes that is so shallow it makes a puddle look deep.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Okay. Well, anyway, we're gonna get to all of these things and so much more. But okay, Nick has definitely seen Agatha. I've seen Agatha. Is anyone else?
No, I have no interest in watching
Okay.
Agatha.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I think a lot of people have like legitimately no interest in it, which is a shame in a sense. Only in a sense. Nick. Now this is why we're here to discuss this. This is why the show's called Geek Battle, guys. Because we've all got that we're geeks in common, but we'll have different takes on it. Nick, tell me.
Tell me where you're wrong as to why you hate Agatha.
No, I don't hate it, right? I just
Stop
thought.
arguing with the host, Nick.
No, it's fine. Shut up, Dave. What is this perception you're putting across?
I'm on your side.
Right. Anyway, now, I thought the first two episodes were. I was getting bored by the end of them. Is the truth? They gave out 2 episodes. It's been 4 years plus since WandaVision, and this is no real spoiler. It's a direct sequel to the events of WandaVision, minus that it does link into something from Doctor Strange, because obviously Wanda's story continued there. But this is only a minor spoiler, because you'll pick it up within the first minute of watching it. As WandaVision was every episode is a TV sitcom, this started off, and it was like a cop show. And then, like, the illusion, it starts off like a cop show, and then there is just like a 4-minute song in the second episode, right? And why? Hang on. Not even that song. But what? Nick, give us a thought first. Help me appreciate this thing.
So the song in question is an incantation. It's what the spell is for them to need to move the plot forward. I happen to really like the song. I thought it was a cool little song.
Check this out. Alakazam. Done. Plot has moved forward.
Valid.
Yeah, okay, like, it went on really long. It was a really long song.
Okay, so I know what they tried to do with that scene.
Fill the time.
No, they've had the time, and they tried to make a callback to the lime and the coconut.
Lime in the coconut?
Yeah, I can see that. There was a which movie? I can't remember the name of the movie where they did the sequence where they were the spell. What was it called? In Beetlejuice, they did that also. Ah.
Okay. So I've got a theory then. Okay. So if the first episode was like, oh, it's like a cop show, but then like the reality breaks, and the second episode is like, oh, it's all about witches. What if it gets to the end and what we've been seeing is still the illusion? Because the end credits, it shows bits from like Disney with the like the poison apple, shows Lisa Simpson dressed as a witch. It's got all these clips. Yeah. One's if what they're secretly telling us is none of this witch stuff is actually real.
That makes sense. Actually, I would buy that. I would be unhappy.
Yeah.
But I can buy it.
Yeah.
What if it's what if it's like what you're saying, where she gets out of the hex, but she always ends up going back into it? Like the Scarlet Witch's hex on her is too powerful that it keeps bringing her back in.
Yeah. Because like, where is this? Okay, go on, Nick.
Hold on. I think that based on what we've seen so far, I think that they're going to successfully get out of the hex.
Okay. Right.
I'm really intrigued what they're going to do with the Wizard of Oz stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I forget. Disney owned was the Wizard of Oz.
No, but no one does. No one does. It's out of copyright now.
Tony Stark as the Tin Man.
Yeah. So like, copyright on the Wizard of Oz.
The Cowardly Lion.
Copyright on the Wizard of Oz ran out a year or two, or maybe it was the final of Frank L. Baum's stories. Finally, all went out of copyright, but the ruby red slippers are still in copyright because they weren't in the original books. So
yeah, that was in the movies.
The movie still belongs to Universal, right?
Yeah.
Well, whoever made it,
so.
I can't even remember. MGM. That sounds about right. But here's a fun fact: Disney did produce the movie Return to Oz, which I love, and they had to pay huge amounts of money to be able to use the ruby red slippers in it.
Who did the?
I also love that movie.
I want to say Johnny Depp.
See, Nick, we can have some stuff in common. It's all good.
There's also Wizard of what's the James Franco one? What's that one?
Oz the Great and Powerful.
I've never seen that.
Which I haven't seen.
Who did the Johnny Depp one?
Johnny Depp with Wizard of Oz?
No, Johnny Depp did Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That was you're thinking of Tim Burton. If Johnny Depp was involved in something Wizard of Oz, Tim Burton would be at the helm of it.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Imagine Tim
Burton. I also love the Alice in Wonderland. I'm a huge Alice in Wonderland fan in general. I've seen a bunch of different versions.
Yeah.
And I've also
what do you think of the movie? What do you think of the live-action movie?
Which one?
The Disney's live-action one.
Of what?
I like it. I think that Johnny Depp is just crazy enough to be a very good Mad Hatter.
Yeah.
But you know the funny thing that I saw a review of the Nostalgia Critic where they make fun of like the whole story is a war story, right? They're going to kill the Jabberwock and all that stuff. And the Nostalgia Critic is like, eat the cake, then become giants and stop the whole thing. Why are you investing your time in a prophecy of a sword and a guy?
Right.
I think it was because at the time they would. Oh, sorry. I was just gonna. Before we carry on, I was just gonna say, following that point, is I think because at the time when they made those films, correct me if I'm wrong, they had the Narnia films coming out as well. So they were doing a lot of. It was during a time where a lot of films were trying to do the great big battle at the end sort of thing. Like there's two massive armies. Every movie was trying to do it.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings had been out basically. So after Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter, everything was like, what can we do? Chronicles of Narnia. There's a lion in it. This will be great. You know, and the Red Queen. She's got an army.
I have to give credit for Harry Potter because like they didn't do the big battle scene for a while.
They did.
They did that at the end of the movie. For them, they were like, "Oh, we're gonna be focused on like high school shit and like follow this."
Oh shit!
Yeah.
It's high school shit.
No, but look, there is a massive battle in Harry Potter.
That's the end.
Which one? There's like loads.
Yeah, well, exactly. There's loads of big battles.
No.
Yes, there are. Like,
Okay,
you
here's the first one, right?
I can think of at least offhand. I can think of at least 3 battles.
Yeah.
3 big battles at Harry Potter.
So it's not a big battlefield, but it's a battle of Hogwarts.
Right.
First movie, Harry just beats the guy by touching. Okay,
that
the
thought,
second
guys.
film is played.
It's Tim!
Tim!
What the fuck?
Hi guys.
Where's the steering wheel?
Hey Tim, what do you think? What do you think of this debate right now that we're having?
What's the debate you're having?
No.
Where's your car?
What do you think about it?
Beans
what?
and mash. Should we eat them?
Oh god. Only if you're looking for fart jokes.
Yeah. I don't even know where this conversation has ended up. We were trying to work out if there was battles in Harry Potter.
It was about battles. I'm saying, like, they didn't do, like...
But yeah, if I would actually say the first big quote-unquote battle in Harry Potter is the battle in the graveyard between Harry and Voldemort. That's the first one. That's why I say quote-unquote battle. You know, that's the first kind of fight that we have.
Okay, the first multi-man melee.
Hey, guys, we're all overlapping. Let's try to, come in. Yeah, Dev.
Okay, the first big multi-person battle in Harry Potter, in the books and the movies, was in the Ministry of Magic in Book 5.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
That is exactly what I was going to say.
But that's because the movies follow the books. So, but they did have them.
No, I'm saying they didn't do as much as like other films. Like they didn't have like a war in every.
They didn't need to because they were fighting a book.
But does
there was no other fights?
Yeah. Okay. So Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Rings. It doesn't end with a big battle. It's just like a small thing towards the end.
The first movie, you get raided by orcs and everyone's fighting, and Boromir dies.
The Battle of Amun-Hen.
No, but that's not a big battle. It's not like you see the armies. That's what we're talking about. That all of these films put in a big battlefield. Running through the trees isn't the same scale.
I would say, I agree with David where we're going with this point. It's like not films that have several books or several films that have, you know, they build up to battles or there are battles individually. I'm talking an individual film that had to have a battle in it. Something like Alice in Wonderland, it didn't necessarily have to have one in it.
I mean, look, there are 6 of us on the show. I mean, does this count as a battle? Like,
this show's called Geek Battle, David. You said it yourself.
It's Civil War. Go on, Nick.
So, my favorite part about shit, I forgot my point. I had a point.
Well made. Bonus point for Nick. Right. Okay. Good stuff. Now, okay, Tim. So, we've done like some introductions and stuff, but do you have a geek fact for us this week?
Yeah, I was understanding that. I know you know those like gravitons and protons and positrons and all that stuff here in Star Trek.
Oh, that old thing. Yeah.
That actually exists. I guess a positron has the opposite charge of an electron, and it's in the it's the antimatter version of an electron in matter.
So that's a suppositron, is it?
Yeah, but an electron has a negative charge.
A suppositron.
A suppositron is the kind of positron that you extract from when you're taking a nick. I mean, sorry, a shit. You're shitting at Nick. Wait, sorry, Nick. I just see shit there, and I'm just like, I have to. I'm sorry. But most of my jokes are called Tim.
They have an explanation for graviton, saying that that's Superman's basic powers, that he controls. He has gravitons and he controls gravity.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
So I've actually been saying for years that Superman can actually not fly, but he can just control the way gravity affects his body.
Interesting.
We spoke about this like a week or two, didn't we?
Oh
yeah, because that could be super strength. That could also be flight, or at least perceived flight.
But how does he change direction? How does he control that?
By turning.
Yeah, but like if you're controlling gravity, so like gravity will just bring you
gravity
down.
doesn't just go down, David. Like it's the law of attraction.
Gravity is
Wait, Cap. We're going to test this, okay? Let's see. So if you say this doesn't just go down. Oh shit! It did.
Do I have to give you a lecture about the laws of attraction?
Please, for the love of God,
the laws of attraction is gravity.
Okay.
It's a law of physics.
You tried this on the last episode of Misty and Mork Cap. It didn't work then. It's not going to work
Hang
now.
on, wait. Okay. I've got a capybara this time.
Physics and gravity.
Watch the capybara. Let's watch this. Now, according to Cap, this is going to turn around and go a different direction. No, it still went down. Tim.
I thought it was a real capybara, not a little mini.
Always. One has escaped from a zoo in England, and I found it. Right, true story.
I always thought a very interesting thing on what you're talking about, Nick. In Interstellar, they talk about how love is gravity, or some like version of it, and like it's immeasurable. What is Superman is just the embodiment of unconditional love.
You know what? Hold on. Enough that I will. Can we give this man a point, David?
As gravity, so he can also manipulate gravity, and that like gravity is like that's love. That's your orbit around someone else's universe or their position. Something can be unhealthy.
I just remembered Anne Hathaway's monologue in that film. I just remembered.
Okay, I have a genuine. This is a genuine thought you've just made me remember about on the topic of gravity. What is it when you're like walking through a field and there's like a goddamn little wasp or a bee, and it starts buzzing. How does it get caught in your orbit? And you try to run away, and it just can't escape your gravitational pull. Because that does happen with wasps.
I can explain that.
Go on, Dev. Go on.
Oh,
if you have eaten anything, if you've eaten anything sweet in the past 6 or so hours, the sense of smell of the bee is so powerful. It can literally smell the sweetness on you and try to get it.
Okay, let me think what I'd eaten that day. I had a smoothie. Yeah.
As a beekeeper, you're not supposed to drink alcohol or have any sweets because what'll happen is they'll be like attracted to your breath, and then they'll surround you more.
Okay, good.
But I had this the other day, and I was chased by one. I didn't eat anything sweet, and still the little fucker chased me like for about half a mile.
I can answer this one, Dave. You're just too sweet. You're just too sweet.
Oh, you're too kind.
Did you run away from it?
I like that.
Yes, I did run away from it because I'm a wuss.
Okay, who can follow me up with too sweet here? Too sweet. Don't leave me hanging. Someone. There we go, Deb. There we go. We've all got it. Right. Okay, now.
If you don't run away, you would have not had bothered you.
But let's come back. Let's come back to Agatha all along for a moment, because I think somehow we got segued massively.
That's what we're talking about, what?
Agatha. We were talking about Agatha all along, apparently. Now, I think, so far, other than my theory that perhaps what we're seeing is still going to turn out to be a ruse, it hasn't won me over. It's not as good as WandaVision. Doesn't mean it won't get there. But I think the real talking point is why, at this stage, did Marvel start to decide to have nudity in it? And is that a mistake?
Wait, did they do that in the Eternals?
Actual nudity? Like, I think you saw Thor naked in Thor Love and Thunder. But are Marvel making a mistake for what is effectively a kid's show?
Eternals, they had sex in Eternals, and they showed it.
They didn't show it, though.
Was it a pastiche, or was it actual, like...
What do you mean, Dick? I thought you watched this show.
I did not like... I don't remember Love and Thunder. I know that...
No, you saw Agatha, right? They had nudity in it.
Yeah, in 1 second of Catherine Hahn's ass. I mean... Yeah. It was like... It was fine.
Did they not have nudity in...
It was fine. Jesus, what a slam on that poor woman. Right. It was fine. Right.
Wrong show. This isn't a slam jam.
Yeah. Right, but personally, I don't think Marvel should start doing this. This is at least the second thing they've done it in.
Wait, I want to ask: are they doing it in Agatha? Because I know how they did it in Love and Thunder. They did it. It's really funny. He's naked now.
Yeah, it's same idea.
Same thing in Agatha. Yeah, because I think they've got this sort of mindset now that naked butt equals funny. Because everyone will laugh at this.
Well, it's just like, obviously, Deadpool and Wolverine, there might have been nudity in that, I can't actually remember, but Deadpool and Wolverine had tons of swearing, but that wasn't for children, right? Guardians of the Galaxy 3 dropped an F-bomb, and it's just like, I worry that they're going to push themselves away from being something that appeals to, like, the mainstream
I don't consider Agatha, I don't consider Agatha, after all, for children. I would consider more for, like, teenagers.
Yeah, as far as I know, Agatha all along is not for children. And, okay, so, as a Disney shareholder, fuck it, I can actually tell you, Disney is family friendly to a militant level. They will never shy away from that. They will never change from that. And it's like internally structured to forever be family friendly.
Yeah.
Right. It's like their core belief.
But I just think, look, here's the thing. Deadpool, I think, it took them years to make Deadpool 3, or Deadpool and Wolverine, and they really struggled. And when you hear the behind-the-scenes stuff of it, they really struggle with, well, what do we do with this in terms of, are we going to have to make it family-friendly and stuff like that? And that's why they even did that Once Upon a Deadpool edited version to make it family-friendly, to show that it could work.
My favorite line in Deadpool 2 in particular is, we're clearly a family film here.
Well, yeah, exactly right. So I don't know. Maybe I'm being the prude. I just think if they were going to do the nudity, they should have started like with Captain Marvel or Black Widow. Like just go all in on it. Right, I'm joking, of course. But my point stands. So it stood out to me as Marvel slipping once again. They slipped on Guardians 3, and it's like, do they need to do this?
Okay, and the thing is,
Guardians 3 didn't Guardians 3 make money?
No,
it's just they're just they're going to the dark side basically.
No, but
Guardians 3 was really sad.
Hold on, David. They're going to the gray side. They're going to the not exactly white. We're gonna go. We're gonna go taupe.
Nick, we're not even gonna get that. Disney literally can't go.
Yeah, I know. I work for Disney also.
Yeah, but like, guys, what was? I mean, like, it does have a dark subject, but at the end of the movie, they just like dance to music. Happy ending all along, happily ever after, Disney style. What was the dark side about it?
The dark side is how basically it's like more horror based and stuff.
I mean, remember Mufasa dies in front of Simba, where Simba just have the most horrified expression. He walks up to the corpse and lies next to his father. They done shit.
No, when I'm talking about the dark side, I don't mean in terms of like dark themes, because all of them are going to have like death and murder and stuff like this, massive crimes and villains. I'm just talking about like standards and practices. They're slipping in a direction where Deadpool is over here, and you look after Deadpool came out. There's a few things in cinema history. So after The Dark Knight came out, everything suddenly went PG, but as hard as they can PG. And Deadpool became a thing, and suddenly we could get Logan and stuff, where everything was, well, we're just marketing this to adults, but we know some kids will watch it. And now Disney are looking at what they're doing, because even the Snyder Cut and some of the Justice League, and especially anything the Suicide Squad, it's like they're making superhero stuff not family friendly. And so I think in the long-term risk of this is that later on, because look, why do we get all of these things made nowadays? It's because people like us were kids watching cartoons and movies and comic books, and now like, I want to bring back X-Men 97, and so now that exists. But if they make stuff so the kids can't actually watch it, can't go into the cinemas, their parents switching off Agatha because it's got nudity for no good reason other than a joke, then it means that they won't watch it, and in 30 years' time, they ain't going to be making these things anymore. That's the after effect I'm talking about.
I would say, David, yeah, I agree with like nudity and like cursing, that kind of stuff will turn off parents, but I don't think like, I mean, maybe some dark stuff will, but other than that, I think they'll be like...
I don't care about the dark stuff, I said about the swearing and the nudity. Like, when I said the dark side, I just meant they're making things edgier for the sake of it.
That will definitely throw off parents. They probably just don't want their kids to see, look at that and say their words, or look at something they don't want them to look at.
Yeah. Nick?
I mean, minor spoiler for Agatha, though. We have the teen guy, the teenager, who we're just going to call Teen because he doesn't have a name yet.
We know who he is.
Yeah, we do. Do we?
Well, okay. Well, yeah, because it's blatantly obvious, but still, they may not have said it on the screen.
It's Wiccan, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But they do show on the moment where he gets a phone call on the phone. I'm just going to say minor spoiler. There's a part where he gets a call on the phone, and it's like, boy, you know, that slightly, I would consider that to be slightly, well, no, not really, but maybe slightly less family friendly than most things.
Okay, yeah, fair point as well.
The voice? The phone call, wait, why is the phone call from family friendly?
The phone call is from the kid's boyfriend.
Oh no, that doesn't make it not family friendly though, does it, Nick?
That doesn't scream family friendly.
Well,
okay.
No. I wouldn't say that doesn't make it family friendly because it's 2024, Nick, basically, right? So.
Gays are normal.
For the record, I'm a massive ally.
Okay. Well, okay, so I understand the idea you raised, but it's like there'll be some people that get put off by all kinds of things, and you can't worry about that. But it's not the same category as they're literally showing like someone's naked or whatever.
Having a gay boyfriend is the same as showing boobs.
Yeah. But anyway.
And also, Disney does this thing when it releases to the international market, they will cut that stuff off. So
yeah, so China won't get it. China won't get it. India won't get it. You know what? I'll actually tell you something eternal as well.
Yeah.
They're blaming Buzz Lightyear's failure on the lesbian kiss. Internally,
I think that problem film had a lot of other problems too.
Yeah, like the failure of Buzz Lightyear or Lightyear was that they brought in Chris Evans to voice Buzz Lightyear, and everyone was like, "This isn't Buzz Lightyear, go away."
The failure of Lightyear,
and also there's I think you can probably find this image online, the Buzz Lightyear movie that we all wanted originally. That's like Buzz Lightyear, like in a Warhammer universe, where it's like literally lasering off robots and stuff like that. And the film we got was
not even that. You know what I wanted?
Yeah.
Buzz Lightyear Star Command.
Yes.
But with the Toy Story animation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
People were expecting stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, but like, wow, this turned into a lot heavier conversation, considering I only wanted to mention any of it just so I could say that they should have inserted nudity from Captain Marvel onwards. Anyway, let's move on. Now, we got the joke in there, it didn't land, we'll carry on. Now, any hot takes that you guys have got, things you've seen, stuff you want to react to? Cap?
Do not make the mistake you did with The Witcher when you do Devil May Cry. But I don't think they will, because I think the guys...
They won't, because the animated show is really good.
Yeah, I think there's people who worked on Castlevania is working on DMC, so
yeah.
That's
I still love the Castlevania show on Netflix. I'm looking forward to the DMZ one.
There's a season 2 for the Castlevania one coming out as well.
Yeah, so I want that, and also... So but also, again, don't forget, this Devil May Cry is mainly story about Dante and Virgil. So, do not give me side episodes. Focus on those guys.
Okay, let's bring up the trailer for Devil May Cry in case you haven't seen it. So let's get the trailer.
Are you telling me it's not our story when we did a podcast together?
Sorry, what?
The Devil May Cry is not the story of us two doing a podcast together?
Okay.
Oh, could be.
Right, anyway, let's check this out. Hopefully it's muted. Right. So this is Devil May Cry. You'll see the art style. I think it looks really good.
Oh,
Dave, okay. You're not impressed? Guys, we've got to give commentary.
I'll say why in a minute. Yeah. I will say why. But
it reminds me of... Oh, God.
I mean, we just had Terminator, and it kind of looks like that, because it's obviously the same sort of art style. But that looks really good, and obviously, their production values on it now, it's going to come down to story, obviously.
It reminds me of Teen Titans Go.
No, it doesn't.
What? This looks nothing like Teen Titans Go.
Teen Titans Go is the greatest film ever made, but it doesn't look like this.
Who the fuck is that?
Dave, have you seen the anime of Devil May Cry?
No, I haven't.
No.
You should check that one out.
It's very good. I have seen that anime.
Not the anime of it. I know nothing about Devil May Cry. I literally, the only thing I remember, and this is years and years ago, I think David might know, when you had the PS2, you had these old demo discs that had certain games on it, and you had trailers for it. There was a Devil May Cry 3 trailer on this game. I was mostly playing the demo of Dark Cloud, but I always remember that trailer for Devil May Cry 3.
Yeah.
Like seeing, I think it's Dante in the red coat, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I know. Yeah.
Me too. I don't know anything about
Yeah.
Devil May Cry.
So
The trailer looked okay, but my problem is again, it's like with anime as of recent, is the overuse of 3D animation, like the 3D CG in anime form. They did it in like the Godzilla anime trilogy, and they did it in Attack on Titan. All these studios
would
now,
you like to know why?
they're turning the anime into a 3D art style, and it looks ugly. You know, it's not like
Would you
like
like to
proper
know why?
animation side of things. It looks very.
Okay, let's just
Like,
bring
it
this back
looks
up,
out of
like
place.
still frames a moment. Hang on, let's bring up the full still just in case. Right. So.
What about Castlevania? Did they do that on Castlevania too?
But hang on, what about this? What about this
Doing some of the fights.
is 3D?
No, I mean on certain bits, like it was at the beginning where he was on the motorcycle riding through the streets. That
I
for
hear
me
you, Dave.
looked like it was in 3D.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I hear you on that. It
I
seems
just realized I misspoke. I meant to say the Voltron animated, the Netflix Voltron, not the.
I never
No,
watched
I
Voltron.
meant Devil May Cry anime. I'm not talking about Voltron, Nick.
What's wrong with Voltron, Cap?
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but what's wrong with it?
It's the
I
animation
haven't seen
style.
it. I don't know anything about Voltron.
Okay.
Yeah, like I was saying, like the when they did the Godzilla trilogy films, that was all anime, but in a 3D art style, and like it was okay at some points. When you see Godzilla, he looks okay. He's supposed to be that huge, but when you see the people, it looks kind of disgusting. The animation used to be.
Yeah.
Uncanny Valley.
Yeah. Dev, can people hear me?
frozen.
Yeah. Okay, guys, are you
David,
back?
you're frozen.
Okay, I can see you guys. Obviously.
I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay, I can see you guys.
You're frozen.
Yeah. Let's keep powering through. The audience will see me. That's what matters. Right. Keep going.
Okay. So what I was saying was, the reason that animation towards a more 3D look is because it's cheap.
Yeah.
It's animated 3D now than it is like 2D.
But that's what Attack on Titan. That's what Attack on Titan did. They had these gorgeous moments in like the first part, where everyone was flying through the cities and such. But then come like the final seasons they did, when they had the Titan shifters,
Oh shit! Everyone's freezing on me
Titans
now.
were in 3D. And I know it's very obvious that they did it in 3D, and it looks okay. Like
David is frozen.
Okay, keep going.
I'm not frozen. I'm fine.
Keep going, guys. Keep going.
Oh yeah, I was saying when you see what was I saying about 3D animation?
It looks ugly.
Yeah, I was saying like contrasting. I'll use it again. The Attack on Titan. When you see Eren in the first few seasons, and he's in 2D Titan form, it looks okay. Like you can see the lines, and you can see there's and obviously there was a studio change for the final season. But then you see the Titan shifters. They look kind of out of place in a 2D environment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that they do this with mainly big stuff, right? Like I've suddenly seen them do this for either in robots or buildings or like something. Yeah. Other than that, they do their best to make it 2D. But I think it's also it's easier.
Well, yeah, because it's time consuming to draw all those faces and that.
Okay.
Tim? Go on, Tim.
Oh, it's possible too that the Uncanny Valley aspect of 3D animation. You're seeing 3D on a 2D screen, and that maybe places a different way we're trying to process.
Jarring.
That's the point. I like that.
I mean, but the stuff like that, when you go back to the Stampede in Lion King, the ballroom dance in Beauty and the Beast, they were starting to use CG to create 3D environments that could rotate smoothly. Dev?
I'm gonna come back to the Beast thing, but Attack on Titan is really interesting. It's an interesting case because they wanted the anime to end friggin' ages. Fucking
Yes.
ages, right?
Yes.
They wanted it to end for ages. They
Oh.
were making too much money. So they were paying the animators less. They were switching studios and extending the show as much as they could. Even though the manga ended like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
What show is this?
So they're like,
I missed what you said here. What's
Attack on Titan.
Wow. Okay. And did the
And,
quality
so-
drop? Did the audience stay?
The quality dropped. The quality of the writing dropped. The characters acted out of character. And everything was delayed. And the titles would be stupid as well. But like part 5 of the final saga of the final chapter of the series.
Yeah.
But
And that is why Demon Slayer will not repeat that, and they're gonna just release 3 movies and finish the whole story.
Yeah, because they wanted to end it, but it was making too much money, so they couldn't end it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, guys. So else I want to introduce
Yeah,
here.
it's like, oh, totally, we'll go to buffet. You know, we're gonna go get ice cream as soon as I do this. Oh, we're gonna get ice cream next week. You know, it's like, come on, just give me the end. Ah.
Just give me the fucking ice cream and let me go to bed.
Yeah. The love of
I
God.
deserve it. I've had the
Yeah.
salad. I finished dinner.
And that's why they switched the studios, because the original studio wanted to end it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the company was like, no, we want to continue.
Because here's the thing, like, some stories I feel like has the stretching, like, if you're doing a story about an adventurer, right? Even if they're like, if you defeat the main bad guy, you can draw the plots along by giving new adventures. But you're actually setting a narrative, something, and you're building up to something, and people are just, tell us that and end this whole thing. I don't want to live for the next 5 years. I'm not sure I'm going to live for the next 5 years. Give me the end.
Okay, guys. Something I want to bring up because it's on a similar theme of anime and anime style and stuff like this. Netflix have
Yes.
also shown. I didn't even know this was a thing, but a Tomb Raider: The Legend of Lara Croft trailer for for what looks like it's going to be a similar art style. Let's just quickly check this out and give any thoughts. Are we Tomb Raider fans here at all?
I will say, I was doing
I've
my
worked on it,
recordings
but I'm not
for my channel. I was doing it with Danny, and he brought up Tomb Raider, and
Yeah.
I'll tell you the same thing I told him. I know fuck all about Tomb Raider.
Oh my god, Tomb Raider's awesome. Like,
I know because I worked on it, but
you worked on what Tomb Raider?
I tested some of the games.
Oh, amazing. Oh, which ones? Which era?
Rise and Shadow.
Oh, fantastic.
So
I
what's
think
it about though? Is it like Indiana Jones?
I-
Like
Yeah,
magic
yeah,
is real
okay,
sort
so-
of?
Female Indiana Jones. Female Indiana Jones.
I've seen the Angelina Jolie films.
Oh my god, they are awful. They are literally
I'm not talking
terrible
about the films, Cap. I'm talking about the games.
Okay, but like the basic premise of Tomb Raider is Lara Croft is the daughter of like some really rich millionaires, and I think she's orphaned or something, and then she decides to go search for secrets and stuff in tombs like Indiana
Yeah.
Jones, and she
Like,
shoots a
because
lot of
her
wolves and
father-
bats and bears. Like the early
I
games in
gotta
particular
say-
are pretty brutal.
I gotta say, this trailer looks way better than the Dante one. I gotta say, the
But
budget
look, check
went
those
just
in
went
particular.
a
Look at
lot.
the backgrounds. Look at that CGI.
Yeah,
They're always going
that's
to
what I
be.
mean. It can look really good.
No,
in 2D.
guys, compared to the Dante one, this looks so much better.
The Dante
Look
one
at that.
made me feel like it was Trigun.
This
Like-
show is actually
Yeah.
exciting.
Oh,
I was getting Vaster Stampede
yeah.
feelings from Devil May Cry.
Speaking of Trigun, Tim, have you seen the new 3D one?
No, is it just as
Trigun
good?
Stampede.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
I think this has got potential.
I
Yeah.
think all the budget went for this and not Devil May Cry.
I don't know. Because I know nothing about it. Would it entice me enough to want to go
Okay, so
and
long story
watch
short,
it?
they let me try to like sum up the let me try to sum up the game series.
Yeah, go for it.
Lara was the daughter of a rich family who went missing or died, depending on her continuity, and then discovers that every one of the artifacts in their home, Lara's dad didn't buy them; he found them. So he wanted to follow in her father's footsteps and become a Tomb Raider like him.
Right.
Okay, did you ever play Uncharted?
I'll see you later.
I played Uncharted.
Oh, I gotta go as well.
Okay. Oh, guys, we're all dropping like flies now. But okay,
the Americans have to go to bed.
Uncharted basically was inspired by Tomb Raider, which then inspired more Tomb Raider. So when you play the truly early PlayStation 1 era of Tomb Raider, it's going to be kind of rough to go back to if you haven't played it. But literally, I just got the Tomb Raider collection on Evercade. Then when they went to the PS2 era, they kind of it plummeted and went like really bad. Then they got into a good groove. Then it kind of went dormant. The guys that owned Final Fantasy then bought it, made 3 really good games, and then sold it. And so now the new stuff that's emerging.
Sold it. It's stupid.
So, what's that, Dev?
Would you like to know why they sold it? It was stupid as hell.
No, go for it.
Go on.
They wanted to sell. They sold it to focus on NFTs.
Ugh.
NFTs?
Yes.
For Jerry, old man Dave talking here. What are NFTs?
Okay,
non-fungible tokens.
Pictures as Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So they sold the rights to make Tomb Raider so they can make pictures that you can get off Google.
Yes.
Yeah, basically.
I don't know. We can get into NFTs, but the whole thing about that feels like it's very scammy. So many of these things, like Atari did Atari Coin and then it failed, and then like, oh, we're going to do a new one. So many of these things. I think there was a thing about Logan Paul bought like some NFT for like $1 million, and now its value is like $3. Yeah, that's
some people born for $5 million. It's like 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the bit to touch on NFTs, I would say, like, guys, it's a picture again, like Dave said, you download on Google, blockchains, whatever. Someone's gonna screenshot it and put it up. It doesn't matter if you have a signature saying that you own the original one. People don't care. Although it could be a nice tax write-off. I think maybe that's what they were going for with art and everything.
Yeah, maybe.
It wasn't a tax write-off. It was money laundering.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so guys, moving on from that, we can certainly see if there's a few other things, but again, there is more news that apparently James Cameron is taking back the Terminator series to do something anew with it himself, and it's so weird. The original creator basically sounds like it's going to be a reboot that he's taking charge of, because James Cameron, look, he's a guy that basically did the movie Titanic just so that he could go on a submersible and visit the actual Titanic. He's a science.
He has AI now.
Yeah, exactly.
He has AI
and
now.
so, in the 80s, he was like, oh, robots are going to take over. But now he's looking at the world with everything AI. And he's probably got a brand new concept for what Terminator's going to be. My big worry is that it's not going to have robots. If it's just something happened and it's like a manipulation where everyone puts on their VR headset and it does stuff to people, right?
Then that's Ready Player One. Then that's just Ready
Player
One.
But what was it? Okay, so James Cameron, if you're watching, if I've pitched this and you steal it, right? What was if people put on their Meta headsets or whatever, and then it turns them into the Terminators where they cannot... I don't know.
They did that in Doctor Who with Cybermen.
Yeah. No, but they basically turn them into robots. I mean, literally.
With Bluetooth headset.
Yeah. So it's closer to Halloween 3, where when they put on the masks fuse with them.
Wait, what day is it?
Why? Friday.
1, 2. I'm counting how many days to Halloween.
It's like a month. It's a month. We're a month away.
It's 1 month to Halloween.
Halloween.
It's 1 month.
Oh my god, have
Halloween.
you seen? Okay.
Shamrock.
Oh my god, have you seen Halloween 3?
Oh, you have seen Halloween 3.
Oh my god, that so surprises me, Dave, because it's like the one that that no one ever has seen.
It's the only one I've seen.
Oh my god, it's like it's good, but it's the only one that has nothing to do with any of the others.
I know, that's why I watched it.
Oh my god. Okay, Dev.
So I just realised that it's Netflix Geek Week, so a lot of Netflix news should have been coming out this week. I know that they announced 2 new castings for One Piece.
Okay, so what is it this week? What's the occasion?
Netflix Geek Week.
Oh shit! Okay, I'm going to look this up. There might be something that I've missed. Okay,
Dave?
Also, moved everything to next year. I find that odd. I heard that they were going to do the DMC in this year, and also the Witcher anime was supposed to come out this year, but then they pushed it to next year.
Okay, so yeah, literally 5 hours ago, every new show announced at Netflix Geek Week. Tomb Raider, Arcane, and let's see what else it says. So Arcane Season 2, Devil May Cry, new project like Cyberpunk Edgerunners, don't know what that is, give names or don't, Magic the Gathering TV show announced, Tomb Raider, excuse me, Castlevania, wow, there's loads of stuff with this, Castlevania Nocturne, Season 2 will return in 2025, let's see, let's bring this up actually, you guys can check out what I'm looking at.
But why? Why next year?
Well, I don't know.
Because the year's nearly out and they're running out of time, Cap.
Yeah.
Cap, it's September.
Like, I know that they just
What
shown...
were you doing before? I mean, like, what is that? Castlevania came out last year, Season 1. All the Castlevanias have been up to years. Like, during Halloween,
there was the writer's strike. There's going to be a delay because of the writers and actors strike from a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a year ago.
Yeah, I know, but it takes them time. But then when they came back to work, they had to carry on. That's going to have been...
They released... Yeah, go.
Dave?
No, I was gonna swing on back to what you were saying about the Terminator thing.
Yeah, go for it.
They keep trying, because didn't Cameron do Dark Fate as well?
Oh, every time there's a new Terminator, they'll attach his name.
That's what I mean. Is that? But you see, that's my thing. Is that they keep trying to remake or rebrand Terminator as something different. Like they tried it in Genesis. They tried to say, "Oh, look, it's this wonderful new thing like the smartphones." It's Genesis. There you go. Okay, now we've got Dark Fate. Oh, we'll get rid of John Connor. It's another Terminator thing now, I think.
And Zero.
Terminator Zero. Now there's something completely different, and now James Cameron. If what you're saying is they're going to do another rebranding of Terminator, there's going to be something else. It's like, guys, stop, because we liked the idea with the whole human future war. Why don't you just show us the human Terminator war?
Boom!
Stop,
I agree, 100%.
Because we've had that. I think Terminator 1 and 2, leave them as is. 3, fine if you like it, fine. The one with Christian Bale, who Salvation is okay. I give some credit, even though John Connor does fuck all in that film.
But the reason
it's like, my name is John Connor.
What do you do? Yeah, right. But the reason for that is Christian Bale got offered that movie to play the character of Marcus, and he was like, no, I want to play John Connor, and you need to put him in the script more. So they literally rewrote it. The end of it was going to be that John Connor dies, and then Marcus wears the face of John Connor.
Yeah.
But other than that, that movie does focus on the future war, which was the obvious evolution of the series. And then everything else is time travel.
You see my point, though?
Yeah.
In that, I would want to see a future war. Yeah, you can have John Connor in it if you want, but I'd say stay away from John Connor.
Yeah.
And have his presence or his voice on a radio or just something. Like, what's the game? The game I've played, Resistance, where you play as another survivor, and you're with the Resistance. You're fighting Terminators, and and John Connor is in the game, but he's right at the end.
Sure.
But yeah, just do a Terminator film showing humanity's struggle.
Okay.
Stop going back and showing all of these different creations of Skynet.
Yeah. Okay, Cap, I'll come to you in 1 second. Well, I just want to bounce very quickly off what Dave said. I can imagine the end of the Terminator series, because everything's about they're sending back someone to kill the future leader. And even if they show the future war, it's like we need to defeat the robots. Imagine you defeat the robots. Are you going to start saying we're going to boot up the Commodore 64 again? I think the final scene should show, like they stood at a monument, right? It's like, oh, this was the great leader John Connor, who died 100 years ago today. And they pan out and everyone's living like the Amish. Like, no more computers at all. It's like, no, we're banned on technology, English, and just no more computers. That's the ending to the Terminator. Cap.
Okay, two things. One, I always, again, unlike you guys, I liked Terminator Part 3. I don't know. I just liked it.
We know what you like. Look, you like it for the same reason that I was complaining about Agatha all along.
No,
Christina Loken is different. She wasn't like 51 years old.
Here's the thing. Like, I always found the Terminator film after the second one, the third one, what I found the appeal was, it's a film about tragedy, the inevitable fall of humanity. No matter what the heck you're gonna try, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And I did like that sad ending when the John Connor said there is no judgment day will happen. Now to the next thing, like what Dave said, and also what David you said, like James Cameron with the AI thing. Here's the thing: we have so many movies of like humans versus computers. That's the thing. But we never really ask the question, okay, robot has gained some sentience and he has taken over the world. What do you want to do, Skynet?
Yes.
What I mean, like, the whole point of, like, the one theory that scientists carry, that, like, AI will get so big, it will solve all the problems, like, it will be able to, like, venture out and do things that we are unable to do, or even crack the universe.
I do have the answer, but let's come to you guys. Dev?
Yeah, so the answer of what Skynet do was actually answered in another movie. You know what it was? Avengers Rise of Ultron.
Well, yeah. Like, if they take over. But it does kind of answer. I'll come to you.
Wait, explain this, because, like, I'm a bit confused.
Well, I can answer. I can give the quick answer, because literally, if you saw Terminator Zero, it deals with the same thing. Basically, they say that Skynet, like Ultron, is meant to be this thing that protects the whole world. Using all of the artificial intelligence, it deems that the only way to save the human race is to wipe it out and start anew. And then in Terminator Zero, it actually focuses on that there is a rival to Skynet. This was the only truly good thing about Terminator Zero. The concept of, there was another one, not called Skynet, it was called Kokoro, right? Kokoro. Yeah, they always said it in the...
Kokoro?
Kokoro!
Yeah, that means, it means heart in Japanese.
Right, okay, it means what?
Japanese.
What does it mean?
Heart.
Right, well, anyway, so Kokoro, basically is going to be this rival, and they have the conversation in it. If we activate Kokoro, will it come to the same conclusion as Skynet? And then they switch it on, and it pretty much does. But go on, Dave.
I was going to say, actually, I would say if they did another Terminator film, don't do the end of the war, because Terminator 1 actually, the first Terminator actually ends the war, because Kyle Reese tells them that they destroyed Skynet's central core, and the only reason that Kyle was sent back is because Skynet, with its last remnants of power, sent the Terminator back. That's how the whole film happened. So don't show the end of the war. Don't show living like the Amish and, saying, let's see if we can boot up Xbox Live again. I wonder if my friend in Ukraine is still alive or something. It's like, it's to that effect, You know what I mean? Just show during the war. Don't show after. Don't show before. Show during the war.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree.
Also, guys, again, we treat Skynet as just a pure entity. What if, like, Skynet has the interest in procreate? What if it makes other AIs? The whole point of becoming intelligent, right? Well, emotions are part of intelligence, right? Emotional intelligence and stuff like that. If they become more like humans, they're gonna make more humans' mistakes. They might fight each other. Again, AI war. Think about that. ChatGPT versus Gemini.
I am telling you. After they have sorted out Skynet, and it's like we've defeated the machines, the whole world would go back to being like the Amish. And this is the proof. That is the end of Terminator. Okay?
Is that John Wayne as a Terminator?
Yeah, so literally, this is the ending of the Terminator franchise. They keep a few around just to help do some of the chores, but otherwise they live a completely Amish lifestyle. No more
They
computers.
become the Necrons of Warhammer 40k.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. There you go. There's John Connor with his trusty Terminator helping to plough the field.
Lord.
Yeah.
Oh dear Lord.
Ezekiel, did we plant the crops yet?
Okay, I just need to do a quick check-in, right? You're still allowed to make jokes about the Amish, right? Because they can never That they don't go. They'll never see this.
They're not on the internet.
That's okay then.
Also, David.
Yeah.
I'd like to point out that you made a Skynet meme using AI.
Well, yeah, exactly. You know, AI is. Yeah, absolutely. Okay.
Would it be like the churning butter though? Like when it would be the noise of the churning butter.
Fantastic though.
Churning the butter.
I briefly mention this. During Geek Week, they announced the casting for 2 new characters from One Piece, and one of the castings was Crocodile, who will be played by Joe Manganiello.
Oh wow, he's a massive.
The original Flash Thompson and Deathstroke.
Deathstroke in the Snyder Cut.
Yeah, and he was also the original Flash Thompson.
Shit, you're right. Oh my god, he was. Wow, I forgot that entirely. In Spider-Man the movie.
What with Tobey?
Tobey Maguire, yeah. Hang on, look, let's bring it up.
Holy shit!
He was meant to be Toby?
No.
Flash Thompson becoming Flash Thompson is Deathstroke.
Okay, let's bring it up.
Oh yeah.
Where's the photo?
It's not Agent Venom anymore. He's Deathstroke.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, check this out. Where's the mouse?
Oh, I want to see this now.
Yeah, he just looks like a dude bro from like 2002. But there you go. And obviously, then he was Deathstroke, which I always find so funny. They were so keen to make a sequel to the Snyder Cut that literally, let's find the comparison. When they did, was he in the original version and he looked like this, right? But then when they filmed the extra material, he shaved his head into a mohawk, and then they never followed it up because they didn't do the Batman. Oh, they did do the Batman, but they didn't do Ben Affleck as the Batman.
Okay, so the
also, guys,
was a nightmare sequence.
This is the thing I want to touch up on. Probably this is earlier than 2000, but like Flash became Indian in the Homecoming film. He was the Indian. I don't know why. At that time, the film was coming out, right? They were really pushing South Asian bullies, even in an Adam Sandler film. Okay.
South Asian bullies.
Yeah, and I was like, you guys picked the least intimidating South Asians to be bullies. That's not how South Asian bullies look like.
Wow.
And also, in the last Airbender, when they made the Fire Lord also Indian, they picked the least intimidating Indian of all, and they thought, here's the bad guy.
That's an interesting observation. Hang on, but didn't they? Wasn't the guy that played Leon S. Kennedy like from Indian heritage?
Who? Wait.
In Resident Evil.
I didn't even see that film.
Okay, well, look, literally, Cap, literally, you know, this is your, like, favourite character, Leon S. Kennedy.
I have a whole comment section to prove it.
On what?
So for my upcoming Resident Evil series, I showed a preview to people on my Discord server. Cap watched it and spammed my comment section going, "Where's Leon? I want Leon! Where is Leon? Oh,
Leon!"
Okay, is this, what the hell is that Resident Evil movie called? Welcome to Raccoon City.
Yeah.
I don't think he was South Asian. Thing.
Okay, I'm going to look it up. Maybe I'm wrong, right? Okay, so welcome to... but like, I mean, the heritage.
And also, David, he doesn't even
But
look
there was
like
a huge
Leon.
thing that they changed his ethnicity. And I'm sure it was that...
Yeah, I can put it in chat.
Oh, he's got it.
Yeah, Avon or Avan Jogia. Look, check this guy out. Let's find out what his background is. I mean, he says he was born in Canada, but like, what's his background?
Nickelodeon sitcom Victorious.
Yeah. Okay, look. So his father is British, Indian, and I can't read that word.
Is it? What is it?
Gujarati.
Okay, yeah. And his mother is English, German, and Welsh. And look, people went crazy. It's like because they cast him. Because it's like, oh, they're changing Leon. The film sucks. They did a good job, but they made Leon a little bit of a wimp.
See, this is the problem. You get
but he was a hero, not a bully. He was a hero, not a bully.
Yeah,
I'd say it's the most accurate depiction of Leon Kennedy I've ever seen.
What?
No. Also the other thing, right? With Leon, right? Don't care about ethnicity, but you have to nail the hair. That's the important thing about Leon.
They did, Cap.
Wait,
okay, hang on. Look.
That's not Leon's hand.
David.
No, because that's a headshot.
Do you have a photo? Do you have a photo?
No, David, it's in the StreamYard chat.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to bring it up. Okay, so let's bring this up. So this was Leon. Okay, well look, he's going to say they haven't got the hair right because it's not quite the side
That's
passing.
not the hair.
But it's not far off. But that was Leon in Welcome to Raccoon City.
Leon doesn't have this thing long. He has this short and this going this
Am I
way.
the only one here who's actually seen that movie?
Yeah.
I've seen clips of it.
Okay, well here's the thing.
I've only just started things on Resident Evil.
No.
Don't ask me.
Okay, well you have to play Resident Evil 2 as well, because basically that movie tells the story combined of Resident Evil 1 and 2, and compared to the Milla Jovovich movies, it is so much more accurate to the actual Resident Evil story. Unfortunately, and this is my take on it, Welcome to Raccoon City, if you're a Resident Evil fan, you're going to fill in the gaps in your mind and think it's a better movie than it is. Because you're going to be like, oh, this is the bit from the games. And what's actually in the movie is really watered down. But in your mind, you're going to remember the bits from the game and be like, oh yeah, they did this bit. But for people who don't know the games, the movie is pretty boring. It's not that, it doesn't have that much happen.
Also, this is the classic anime-style haircut. Any anime character basically has this haircut. It's not that hard to do.
Look, move over, Cap. Ada has the same haircut as him.
That's the thing! He and Ada basically have the same haircut.
Wow.
Okay, but
did they just get lazy?
To compare, David, please bring up live-action Sanji for One Piece.
Okay, how do you spell that name?
Sanji.
Okay, Sanji, live action. Okay. Oh, do you know what? There's a good comparison shot here as well. Let's click on that. Okay, let's bring it up. So there you go. It's got the Leon S. Kennedy haircut too.
But it's the wrong way round.
Well, it's a mirror image.
Oh.
I mean, that looks more like the new Resident Evil 4 Leon. Resident Evil 4 Leon's hair kind of looks like that, the remake one.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, guys.
Again, you can nail hair, guys. Even my teenage self did that. Okay, it's not that hard.
Okay, but like you have to figure out like if you can act in that hair.
Yeah, true thought. Okay, guys, we're going to begin to wrap things up unless there's any last-minute hot takes that we've got.
Is there anything on Cobra Kai at all? Because I don't know if there was.
Check it, actually, that's a good thought. Also, actually, on the theme of Netflix, they have shown off the trailer, or teaser trailer, for Squid Game Season 2. Anyone here?
Oh, yes!
Yes! I loved Squid Game. That was genuinely... I think it ranks... Certainly at the time it came out, I was like, this is the best thing Netflix has ever shown.
Wait,
Yes.
David, isn't you the one who made a post about It's the Running Man?
Yeah, probably. Like, there's loads of things that could be like The Running Man. It doesn't mean it's not good, Cap. But Devil May Cry was also Resident Evil. It doesn't mean one or the other isn't good. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Prince of Persia was also Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. Prince of Persia came out first.
Yes, but Assassin's Creed was supposed to be the sequel.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant it ripped it off. Cobra Kai.
No!
Okay.
They're the same company. They're the same company.
Yeah.
Dev.
Like this one had Jake Gyllenhaal and Assassin's Creed had Mark Fassbender.
I like the Prince of Persia film more than the Assassin's Creed film.
Oh my god, the Assassin's Creed film is terrible.
Terrible.
Ugh.
Okay, I don't think there's 19 hours ago, blooper reel, Karate Kid never appeared.
Like, I will, like the one thing I saw at Cobra Kai,
Yeah.
was that the cast of One Piece visited Cobra Kai and they got like given like custom geese.
Nice.
Like there's the straw hats.
Nice. Okay, but yeah, I don't think there's any other last-minute breaking news. Let's check one more site.
Although they did announce the Karate Kid scrolling beat 'em up.
Scrolling beat 'em up. Okay, that's good. Is that?
Like,
but isn't it online only?
No, it's like physical release.
Okay. But isn't it an online game? I mean, that's something I read, but might be a different game.
No, it's beat 'em up.
Okay.
It's like a.
Also, I have to ask, there's been Prince of Persia game trailers, right? Dave, what do you think about it?
There is?
Yeah,
Has there been a new one announced?
Okay, well, let's look it up very quickly. Prince of Persia 2024 trailer. I bet it's from like a few months ago. I vaguely remember that this existed. 1 year ago, reveal gameplay trailer. Oh, 3 days ago. Oh, it's a download thing. I don't think it's a new game. If it's download, then it's probably already out.
Okay.
Also, slightly breaking news, like not Netflix related or anything. Nintendo are finally suing Power World.
They're suing who?
Power World.
What's that?
Oh, yes. It's kind of like
two guns.
It's a copycat game of Pokemon a little bit.
Oh.
With
Okay.
guns.
Oh no, by a lot actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a complete like copy with guns.
Wow.
And it came out like a year ago, but they couldn't sue. They couldn't sue because you can't sue on the concept of Pokemon. But what you can sue on is very interesting. The patent of a mechanic. You can sue for patents.
Yeah.
So what they did was they waited. They couldn't sue, so they waited. They applied for the patent of the game mechanic and retroactively sued for it.
Wow.
So they patented. So what you're saying is Nintendo patented a gaming patent for Pokemon, and because Power World is using the same system, that they have a case against them.
Yeah.
Right.
Even though the patent was made after the game came out, they could retroactively apply it because they prove they've been using it since 1996.
No, do you know what though? I don't know if I agree with that.
like-
if they don't have the patent, it's like you committed a crime in the past.
With patents, like the difference between patents and copyrights is with copyrights you can't do that, but with patents you can apply for a patent of something you did in the past, as long as you can prove you did that mechanic before the other person, and you can still sue them for it.
Okay.
Yeah, but my
I
thing
kind of
is
see where he's coming from there.
Yeah, if they're patenting the game mechanics,
Oh my god,
but
I'm
like
really
when
not this
God
guy.
of War came out, like didn't every game became God of War with the same mechanic? Like if every
No, because QTE, the mechanic they used was called QTE, which existed since 1970. The mechanic that Pokemon trademarked was using a ball to capture creatures.
Yeah, okay, I think we should check this. So Power World
Which is
is
a
actually on
concept of
Xbox. This is an Xbox game.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
let's bring this up very quickly.
PC.
Oh, it says Xbox here.
Didn't it sell
Wait,
well?
this is being shown on the Xbox website. So Nintendo is doing
yeah.
this. Oh shit, you can't see
Yes.
it. Hang on. Okay.
Come on! Okay.
Well, the top thing definitely looks like a Pokemon. Okay, so
I would
Pocket
say,
Pair
yeah.
presents.
It's like a chicken from Legend of Zelda as well. That's not good.
Okay, the towers of the... Yeah, exactly. A Coco. They're called Cocos as well. Where's everything called Cocos? Oh my god, a Gyarados. And look, what are those little things down there? They look like... I can't even remember my Pokemon names. Yeah, that looks like a Articuno. These do look like Pokemon. That looks like... Is it called a Piplup?
Yeah. Yeah,
They really look like
that's
Pokemon.
Piplup.
But they're just cartoon monsters so far. That's... what's the fire thing called?
Pidgey. That's a
No.
Pidgey.
What's the fire one called?
Moltres.
Moltres, yeah.
Power World. Not it's... Yeah.
No, Pokemon.
Oh, yeah, that blatantly looks like it. Come on.
Okay, but the gameplay looks really different. So what's the mechanic?
Throwing a ball to catch them.
Throwing a ball. Oh, shit.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Oh, this is simple. Just change it to a cube. catch them in your Rubik's cubes?
Yeah.
Isn't that Digimon?
Oh, probably. Imagine you start getting sued by like Bandai as well.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we're gonna have the pals be in these spinning discs, and they pull this string.
That
the
Beyblade.
spinning disc. Okay, so I'll try to say, maybe they have these playing cards. You know, they put these playing cards on this. Fuck! We gotta come up with something else. Maybe we collect these rings, you know, and they collect these gems at the end of it as well. And when you get the 7 gems, you can summon your pal.
Sonic.
Fuck!
Yeah.
This is a great Extreme Improv skit.
That's I'm going to take that now.
Yeah. I mean, look, they do look very much like Pokemon.
Yeah, but why haven't Nintendo sued Digimon?
No, they didn't.
They can't sue Digimon because Digimon is a follow-up from Tamagotchis, and Tamagotchis basically were Pokemon before Pokemon.
Yeah, because Digimon was only created as a male equivalent to Tamagotchis.
Yeah. What? I've got a Tamagotchi. I've probably got one like right here.
Is it still alive?
Yeah, look, I've got a pink one. Here you go.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah, but is the animal still alive?
I don't know. I haven't switched it on in a year.
You just go on with a little sign. It'll just be a little pixel sign that says "Feed me."
Yeah. But no, this probably won't come on now, but the Tamagotchis, the way they've evolved, they're basically like Game Boy Advance graphics nowadays. Crazy. Anyway, guys, let's begin to wrap things up. I've never heard of Pal World, and so that's fascinating that that exists.
It was a huge thing. Everybody was complaining, why haven't Nintendo sued yet? Why haven't Nintendo sued yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It turns out because they couldn't. Because you can't sue for the concept of monsters. We caught. But you can sue for being caught in the balls.
That's
crazy.
crazy.
Who are we supporting in this one?
Okay.
Can we say that again?
This is
who are we supporting? Is it Nintendo or the guys who did Power?
I take no sides because I neither play Pokemon or Power World, so I
You've
take
never
no
played
sides in
Pokemon?
this. No, I have played Pokemon, but I do not currently play Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
The main draw of Power World for me was you could give Pikachu a gun.
Yeah. Okay.
That's that squirrel with a gun, which is an actual fun game.
Why? Yeah. So someone says here, why is Nintendo suing in September when the game came out in January?
Yeah.
After careful investigation of the content, always takes appropriate measures. Overworld survival and crafting game, Power World launch, blah 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 blah. This article doesn't actually say what the specific area is.
Yeah.
It's quite vague on it.
They had, I found it from another site.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's wrap things up here, guys. It's been a good show. Cap, where can the people find you, and what's your geeky recommendation of the week?
You can find me on Toy Feeds or anything like that. I throw myself in a bucket and I work with puppets. And this Sunday I worked with Nick, and there's going to be a Sword Feeds talk where he agrees with me a lot. And now all I have to do is get David on there so we can agree about Resident Evil 6. But
Okay.
I'll wait for that front.
We'll do that. We'll work out a time, Cap. We'll do it.
My geeky recommendation is that Dave and other people, if you don't like the 3D anime stuff, watch the old Devil May Cry anime. It's only seen one season, but it's really good. It has a kick-ass theme song, and it's enjoyable, very enjoyable. So I recommend that.
Okay, Dev.
You can find me on TikTok and Twitch under the name F2DAT, and my geeky recommendation is The Penguin, because it's set exactly 1 week after the events of the Robert Pattinson Batman movie.
Ooh. Okay, I'll check that out for next week. Dave.
You can find me here on Geek Battle and Xstreamed on various shows. Check out my YouTube channel, Dave MC Gaming, where I do Let's Play Star Wars The Old Republic. I have a Discord server, you can find that on my YouTube channel. We have a shop that's just opened as well, we can get merchandise based around slogans and characters that I've created on the Dave MC Gaming channel. And check out, because coming soon we have Resident Evil, as I've said, and we have things coming up with Capelfev doing a horror game, which I'm going to thoroughly enjoy. My geek recommendation, however, is, I know you hate them, Dave, I know you hate audiobooks, but I'm going to say it anyway. Go check out and listen to the War Master from Big Finish Production. Derek Jacobi playing the Master. Fantastic actor, fantastic character. Go check out the War Master.
No, I'm glad that they do exist. I just had a teacher at drama school who worked on them, and he was a dick. Right, but anyway, I won't say his name. Right, honestly, dickhead. Now, what was I going to say? Yeah, so my geeky recommendation this week, if you haven't seen it, check out Speak No Evil, which is a James McAvoy horror film. It's not the greatest thing ever, but it's worth a watch once. I think it'd be a film where, when you watch it a second time, once you know where it's going with it, it doesn't have the same oomph. But certainly for the first time, it was well worth a watch. The other thing I will say is, I didn't even speak on it once today, even though I put it in the title. I've finished Season 1 of Rings of Power, guys. I'm now on to Season 2. Okay, so I won't get into it this week, but I'm sure by next week I'll have seen the whole shebang. And
I would like to quickly mention
that
before the story finishes. I don't like Speak No Evil because the title was a lie. A lot of people spoke.
Wait.
We just didn't speak about Rings of Power because no one watches it.
Wait, so what title is the lie of this episode?
No. Speak No Evil.
Have you seen it, Dev?
No.
When you see it, you'll understand why it's called it.
I can't watch horror movies.
Right, okay.
What?
Okay, hang on. Here's one other thing. It's more of a thriller than a horror. 100% more of a thriller than a horror. Right. Yeah, like, well, have you seen See No Evil, Hear No Evil, like Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder? What? No, it's a comedy. No. It's a comedy.
Wait, then I have to put it on the list.
Yeah, okay. Gene Wilder, Richard Pryor, See No Evil, Hear No Evil, or Hear No Evil, See No Evil, whichever way around it is.
I love that pairing because I watched Blazing Saddles.
Oh my god. Okay, so Blazing Saddles, hang on, Richard Pryor isn't in Blazing Saddles.
No, but the other guy is.
He might have been involved in making it, right? Yeah, Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder is in it. So in Blazing Saddles.
It's a great Gene Wilder film. But Hear No Evil, See No Evil. Stir Crazy is their best one. Silver Streak is really good, and Another You kind of sucked. But it's a shame they didn't make more films. Right.
What about Superman 4?
Okay, 1, Superman 3, but that's a Richard Pryor film, not a Gene Wilder one. Look, if you want Gene Wilder recommendations...
Isn't that Gene Hackman, not Gene Wilder?
No, yeah, exactly. Oh my god. Oh no, but Gene Hackman isn't in Superman 3.
Is he not?
No, Right, okay, I love all these connections. 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon and all that. So, anyway, guys, make sure you smash the subscribe button. If you're watching on the Extreme Improv channel, head over to the Geek Battle YouTube channel. Smash the subscribe button there.
I have a bonus geek fact right now.
Go on, do it.
There's a Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special where they kidnap Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I think I've seen that. Yeah. Is it like an hour-long movie?
No, it's like a 20-minute long special.
Oh, okay, I'm sure I've seen it.
Try to kidnap Kevin Bacon to give to the President Star-Lord.
Do you know what? The only thing I disagreed about that is that means that Kevin Bacon can't really play another character in the MCU unless they do some weird multiverse stuff, which is a shame.
Yeah.
Anyway, until next time, stay safe.